Welcome to Peace Talks this week. My name is Andre, here with...
I'm Caitlin.
And I'm Alex.
And this is Peace Talks.
Monday, April 1st, is class registration day for seniors or students with 90-plus credit hours earned, RAs, fall athletes, and honor students. There will be a WPU connection meeting from 6 to 7 p.m. in the Pacer Hub Commons and an FCA meeting from 8 to 9:15 p.m. in Flow 110. Tuesday, April 2nd, is class registration day for juniors or students with 60-plus earned credits. Sexual Assault Awareness Month kickoff is 12 to 2 p.m. in Belk Courtyard. Women's tennis at Meredith, 5 p.m. at Meredith College. Wednesday, April 3rd, is class registration day for sophomores or students with 30-plus earned credits. Men's and women's tennis plays at Methodist University starting at 3 p.m. At 4:30 p.m., women's lacrosse also plays at Methodist University.
On Thursday, April 4th, it's class registration day for first-year students. And the Hip Hop and Higher Education Symposium will be taking place from 12:30 to 10 p.m. Register for free online. There's also an anime club meeting from 6 to 8:30 p.m. in Flow 320 and movie night on the lawn from 8 to 10 p.m. on Main Lawn. They'll be showing Straight Outta Compton. On Friday, April 5th, applications for the 2019-2020 CAB Executive Board are due. Apply online. There will also be Hip Hop and Higher Education Symposium continuing, will be taking place from 12:30 to 7 p.m. On Sunday, April 7th, softball plays at Methodist University at 1 p.m. and men's lacrosse plays Averett at 5 p.m. in Holly Springs.
So this week for our discussion topic, we will have a conversation about will we ever be satisfied with where we're at in our lives. Now, I've been doing a lot of things creatively for the past few weeks, but I always ask myself, will I ever be satisfied with how much I accomplished? Say money or success doesn't really get to the place, or it does get to the place where I want it to be, but I'm still not happy or I still want more. Is there ever a point where I'm ever satisfied with both? What do y'all think about that?
I think I've had times before where I felt like satisfied. Like if I just stay like this, it's okay. But then, I don't know, I think you can be satisfied and happy, but always, like,
Have goals?
out for another goal.
Yeah. No, I agree
so
with
I
that.
could definitely see myself, like, getting to the point of where I'm satisfied and happy. But just because of me, how I am, there's always going to be something else I want to do.
Yeah, I mean, like, I could say right now that I'm pretty satisfied with how my life's going right now, like, with what I'm doing, like, doing the podcast, like, school I'm pretty satisfied with.
Yeah.
My friends, all that, like, I would say I'm satisfied with that and happy, but, I mean, obviously, I feel like there's always going to be, how you're saying, like, goals that you want to strive for, but that you can still be satisfied with what you're doing now, just, I don't know, wishing you're doing something else, but, like, that's what you want to do in the future to be satisfied.
I don't think I ever want to be satisfied, though.
Yeah, you always want to, something that you can look forward to.
Like, I want to be happy and be doing what I want to do and, like, making the money I'm wanting to make. Stuff like that, like, living a good life.
Yeah, but you always want something that you can strive for to make you happier.
Yeah, I don't ever want to get in, like, this rhythm of just, like, the same old,
Like,
and,
I don't think you can ever be fully satisfied. Like, you can say you're satisfied, but I feel like there's always something that can get you to be more satisfied.
And it could be with anything, like money, jobs, family, whatever. But I just feel like the way I live, I like to keep it unexpected and just always
with the
pushing
flow.
for that next thing to do. Yeah. So I don't really want to be satisfied. I'm pretty happy now, so.
See, I like some type of stability. I'm not saying it has to all be stable, because what I'm doing now, I'm always constantly doing something every day. Just looking up stuff, learning, getting knowledge, promoting, making, creating, whatever. And it's always something I'm going to need more to get a better version of what I'm trying to do. Say more money, more equipment, or anything else in that matter or field. So it's just, I always come across the thought of, will I ever be happy with what I'm doing? Because I'm always changing it. I may like music and stuff and podcasting right now, but what if in 5 to 10 years I'm going to do something else?
Yeah, but wouldn't you say, like, you're happy with what you're doing now?
For the most part.
Yeah, so, like, it could, I see it as, like, I'm happy with what I'm doing now, but I
Even if I do change it, I'm going to be happy
but
with
I know that if I do this, I'll be happier. You know, like, that's how I see it. Like, I'm good with what I'm doing right now, but if I don't know, if I do this, then next year I'll be happier. Stuff like that. That's kind of how I look at it.
But there's always this one thing that everybody's trying to reach, right? This ultimate goal of happiness that nobody ever seems to get on the nail. It's always either a little under somewhere. And I'm trying to see if I can ever reach that point where I'm head to head with that ultimate happiness. That's the thing I'm really just trying to grasp.
Yeah.
I think, well, then that comes back to, like, happiness on each person, basically.
It's individual. Well, and that, and, like, the grass is always greener on the other side.
Because
so,
my
like,
happiness...
there's always something that...
Yeah, like, my happiness, it isn't related to, like, getting more money.
No.
It's, like, being with family. Because me and my family, like, we're so close.
Yeah.
So, like, the level of happiness
It's
that I love...
individual.
Is like when I'm surrounded by my family and like just being together, and I was like, oh, cannot be a more happy moment than this. But it depends on how you look at like happiness.
Yeah, I agree, because like even if I like, obviously I want to have a job and a family, but like I feel like how you were saying, I'd be happy if I just had my family and I don't have a job, or I feel like I'd be happy if I'm in the right job and don't have a family. Like, I just feel like it depends. Like, I feel like there's a lot of different things that make me happy that if I didn't end up with one of the other things and had to sacrifice that to be happy in a different department, I would be okay with that. I think I would be satisfied at that point.
I also think not thinking about being happy makes you happier.
Yeah, not focusing too much on
because
other
if I
being
say, like right now, like I'm perfectly happy right now, but if I'm like, oh, I could be more satisfied if... or I could be more happier if I didn't have research papers due, like all this stuff, then I could think about that.
Yeah.
But it's, like, in this moment, I'm not going to go ahead and, like, stress or feel unhappy because of the things coming up. It's just I'm working towards those things, and being productive makes me happy.
But I feel like every time I'm trying to do something, obviously it's going to be an obstacle or pushback. But it seems that something or another obstacle is trying to lead me in a direction that I don't want to do, and it's going to be a waste of time. I just don't like wasting time in order to get where I need to be. I want to be able to do everything that I need to do and supposed to do, and put all that time and effort into that'll make me better at the craft I'm trying to pursue in the future. Because I'm trying to freelance. It's no secret. I'm trying to freelance, do my own thing. And it seems like everything I'm trying to do that I have to do to get there beforehand is something working with a corporate company or something in that atmosphere. And I just don't really agree with it, but I have to do what I got to do, unfortunately, to get out of here. So that's kind of the reason I said this satisfied happiness thing. Because there's a lot of things that I might have to do that's going to leave me in a place of non-happiness in order to get to this happiness. And I just don't like it, but that's just how it is, I guess.
Yeah. And I think, like, me, I consider personally, instead of, like, non-happiness, I take it as lessons learned, or, like, lessons in this moment getting me to where I want to be. So, I mean, I've had...
like, it's the steps
so
to
many
happiness,
things.
or to more happiness.
Yeah, like, I've had so many obstacles before trying to do things, but it makes me stronger. And I have lessons learned from it. And then once I get to that place, then it's like, holy moly, like, look at how much I did, or look how much I accomplished to get to that place. And it's even more rewarding.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, it's the different steps that you have to take to be able to get to that level of happiness, or to get to reach that goal where you feel comfortable and where you want to be. But I feel like even in those steps, you can, I mean, for most of the time, I mean, obviously there's going to be a lot of struggles, but you can find happiness in those, whether it's through family or through music or whatever.
Or it could just be what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like, what, even
like
obstacles.
Knowing that obstacle is going to get you to where you want to be could be part of why you do, like, that's why you do it, so that could be part of happiness.
Like in your case, Andre, it's like you're getting to this place where, like, you want to do your thing, but you're having to go, like, through all these obstacles, but look how much you're doing to get to that place.
I see I see it. I get it, but I don't like it, but I get it.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah,
But it's just knowing that, like, you can do that. That's...
well, and then it's making you better
cool.
so that you can be happier in
I was
in the future.
look at me go. Look at me pushing myself.
Look at what I can do.
Yeah, like,
So, what are y'all advice to people that feel like me and feel like you on the quest to happiness or satisfaction?
I think I would say, like, just stay positive. I don't know. Like, I feel like everything that you do, like, all the struggles that you go through and all the times where you aren't happy and you're not at the place where you want to be, that is going to lead you to a good place. And that just keep thinking, like, I'm doing this for a reason. And, yeah, it's not what I want to do right now. And it's not, like, I'm not happy doing it. But in the long run, I'm going to end up somewhere where I am going to be happy. And I feel like just staying positive in that and, like, keep going
yeah.
is gonna help out in the long run.
I think it all comes down to each person. It's like, as long as you know you're doing your best, then that's all that matters.
Yeah. And then also, I feel like finding happiness in situations where you don't feel like you're happy or that you're not where you should be, finding happiness in other things like family and friends and, I don't know, concerts, music, finding happiness in different places is a help. I feel like that's helpful to getting you through to where you will be.
Or just getting out of your routine. Like, do something, like, go to a different place to work.
Mm-hmm.
Just something like that where you're not in the same, like, repetitiveness. To kind of get your mind on a refresh.
Mm-hmm, yeah, or change it up a little.
Yeah.
So, moral of the story is try new things, but also lock in and be engaged when you're trying these new things. Because when you're not locked in, you won't learn as much as you should be or think you are learning.
And give yourself credit. Like, look at all we're doing. Like,
Yeah, be humble. Like,
yeah. Like, feel good about yourself, because everybody needs to feel good about themselves.
yeah, I mean, even if you're struggling, you're getting through it, so.
All right. I guess this episode is the Peace Talks therapy session. And check us out next week at the Hip Hop Symposium. We are doing a live podcast from Thursday, April 4th, 5:30 to 6:30. We will be in the Belk building.
We'll be doing some new discussions. We'll be probably playing some games. Yeah, so come, please.
And we may have a performer or two. Who knows? And there are also going to be people there talking about the event. So come on out and come see us live.
Until then, peace out. See us next week.